What is up, guys? It's BionicTide here, bringing you a Tekken video. We finally got some new content on Tekken. We got Eddy Gordo. If you're familiar with the series, then you've played Eddy, or at least some variation of him, Christy, things like that. But he's been around for pretty much as long as Tekken has, and he's one of the easiest characters to play. Most of the players you run into are just going to be spamming the kick buttons in some direction, and they'll do amazing things with him. But we're not going to be doing that. We're going to take it a step further, and we're going to rip those players to pieces. I'm going to show you some basic staple combos that I use, and then give you a little use case scenario on some of his more devious tactics. So let's jump into full screen here. First thing we're going to do is go over his basic combo, and you're going to laugh at how easy this thing is, so you'll probably never mess it up in a real fight. And I'll have the notations on screen for you, but I don't really think you're going to need them for this one. It's just launcher, and then one button all the way through. And that gives us some of this green junk, which brings me to another point I wanted to talk about. This is new to me, but might not be new to you if you're playing the more recent Tekkens. But basically it gives us 2 extra moves, so whenever we go into our handstand, we can do that, or we can do that. And these moves have varying uses, but we'll get into that a little bit later. You can use them to extend your combos. I like to use them outside of the combos. They actually seem to be more useful that way. And I'll show you what I mean in a little bit here. But let's get back into it with some of the staple combos here. So for this first combo here, it's going to be a little bit longer than the other combos, but it's going to do a lot of damage and leave you in a good position on the map because it has a lot of carry to it. And again, it ends with giving us that green junk, as you'll notice all of our combos do, and that's because we'll use that to do some really devious stuff later on. So this next combo is going to be for our while rising combo, and that's because everybody should have a while rising combo. You're going to get put into crouching more often than you'd like, probably against your will, and this is a really good way to get out of it while still being aggressive and putting pressure on the enemy. So from crouching, and again, gives us really good damage, really good map carry, and gives us some more of that green junk to play with later on. So this next combo is going to be our rushing combo. Everyone should have a good rushing combo. This is how you can get in really quick on the enemy by triple dashing forward, or in our case double dashing, and then hitting them right into a combo. And this one's pretty simple, but it looks like this. And again, doing really good damage, pretty decent carry, and giving us that green junk at the end. One thing to note is in the middle, after the 3 threes, you're going to want to hit down and back to cancel out of the stance so that you can go into the, whatever this thing is called. Otherwise, you'll be stuck crouching. Alright, now remember, you can use your rage from any of those combos because you can always do it after this move. Right in between that hit and those hits, you can always use your rage. So at the end of, say, your longest combo, it'll look something like this. Da terra, faça parte da terra. Nada supera a capoeira. And anywhere you can use your rage, you can use your heat, although you're probably going to want to use it on this before you go into that, just to get a nice clean hit on it and give yourself some good distance, be right up in their face. Also, the less hits you do in your combo, the more damage your rage is going to do at the end. If you decide to rage. Or your heat as well. But moving on, let me show you some best use scenarios for the heat, because I honestly don't think you should use it in combo. I'll show you why in just a second. Alright, so using our heat outside of combos is actually going to be more beneficial, and I'll show you what I mean. One, you get that move to stop anything an enemy throws at you, and then you also get access to this move, which puts us right into stance. Alone, that's already a pretty good thing, but if we couple it with our green junk, which actually stacks up twice, and each stack just increases the power of it. But if we stack that heat with our green junk, we can do some things like this. Boom. And we can pretty much bust that out at any given time and interrupt the heck out of our enemies. Another great usage of this green stuff is to extend our combos, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's really good for wall combos, and it's just kind of a nice mix-up because it does go from low to high, so you can use it basically anywhere that the enemy might suspect you're going to go high, usually somewhere that you already do in a normal combo. And again, combining it with the heat is usually the best way to do it. Nice and easy. Remember, when you're playing on Eddy, you can use a lot of other moves to start your combos off with. You can even use moves from the combo. Like this, for instance, can go right back in for this. So don't be afraid to experiment. I know one of my favorite openers for the beginning of a fight is this. And again, it goes right back into our usual combos. Eddy is a pretty fast-paced, ridiculous character that uses mostly kicks, but occasionally mix in some punches. One of your best punches is just going to be your 1-2 jab jab, or even jab down if you really need to get down quick. And we'll show some gameplay just to see what it looks like in actual combat. This is an online match versus a Tekken God.
Final round. Fight.
Have fun, guys. Definitely check out the Twitch, where we stream every Wednesday and on weekends, Tekken as well as a lot of other games. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel out. Until next time, peace.